All right. The EAP Goldsby Award is presented each year to the person who's made the greatest overall contribution to the advertising profession in Baton Rouge. This year's recipient is someone who has made that contribution over and over again. Woody Allen once said, 80% of life is just showing up. Well, Connie McLeod showed up. Connie graduated from LSU in graphic design and went to work for an advertising agency in Jackson, Mississippi. And during that time, her apartment was robbed, and Connie decided it was time for a change. So she took the insurance settlement, sold everything else she had, and backpacked through Europe for 6 months on $25 a day. Her adventurous spirit and zest for life has never waned. Her contribution to the Baton Rouge advertising community started when she returned to Baton Rouge and went to work for Diane Allen and Associates and Al McDuff, where she was an art director. So she took some time off to bring her baby girl, Jade, who's here with us tonight, into the world, and from there to Women's Hospital, where she has worked as senior graphic design artist and art director for the last 22 years. Stuart Feigley, who has a successful advertising business of his own now, was an intern at Diane Allen and Associates when Connie worked there, and he said in his nomination letter, despite me being one of the many students to work there, Connie always had time to talk, teach, and prepare me for this industry. Her unselfish willingness to help others is a character trait that continues to this day. Connie showed up, and she has continued to show up throughout her career, helping students, interns, fellow AdFed members. She always makes herself available to help no matter what else is going on in her life. On her 50th birthday, Connie decided to shake up her life and take on new projects. The first thing she did was jump out of an airplane and skydive. Then she jumped onto the board of the AAFBR and went to work. As program chair, she brought in web guru and wine guy Gary Vaynerchuk and famous New Orleans author Chris Rose to speak to the club. Both were sold-out successes. Next, she chaired the Addies, and we all had a great party at the varsity, remember? Then in 2011, she became club president and received Club and President of the Year awards for District 7. Connie showed up. After that, Connie decided to write a blog about her favorite subject, creativity. Next thing you know, she's been published in the Huffington Post and is giving talks on finding your creative side. Connie showed up to audition for a performance play called Listen to Your Mother. She had written a rather salty story about her mom. The Baton Rouge group wouldn't take her, so she drove to New Orleans and got accepted there. Woo! Last year, the 1031 Consortium gave her the Dwayne Sandberg Creativity Award for her creative influence on the Baton Rouge community. Last year, when AAFBR took on Junior Achievement Entrepreneur Program, Connie was one of the first people Becky Sandler approached. Connie didn't hesitate for a second and was given a class at Broadmoor High School to mentor. Yay! After she went through that experience, this is what Connie wrote in her blog. I quickly learned my school had spotty internet service, no software in which to create their product, no equipment for the student to film the required commercial. There was no communications lab, there was no theater program, there was no speech department. It has none of the resources our competitors had, but what my students had was me, a middle-aged white woman who had to acknowledge to herself that my comfortable, privileged life was as foreign to my brown and black students as their life was to me. I wanted them to learn and understand the creative side of learning, to know that there were jobs in marketing, advertising, graphic design, writing, video, and more. She said, I'm like a dog with a bone when I get my teeth into a project. I don't let go. Showing up was something I knew I could do. And once again, Connie has shown up. Ladies and gents, I give you our darling and my sweetie, Connie McLeod.
Hey. Hey. Wow. Pretty amazing. I brought a Kleenex for those of you who don't know. My Indian name is She Who Weeps. So I'm not real sure if I'm going to be able to get through this without some tears. So just bear with me. I keep expecting an Oscar moment. I keep expecting the Addy chairs to run on stage and say, no, 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 it's not Connie. It's who Connie nominated. But here I am. My first Addy Awards, I was a young teen, and I came with my dad. He did really awful commercials for his own business, and it was pretty mortifying to me. Like I said, oh, God, I love all of y'all. I love my advertising peeps. My first Addy show, the first one I went to, I was telling Steve that it was at the Auburn Lane Dinner Theater, and he said, that was the first one I was at. He was working at Channel 2, and my boss said, hey, we're gonna go work the show. I love synchronicity and coincidences, and so the fact that my sweetheart introduced me as last year's chair is just pretty remarkable. I started a little blog a couple years ago called My Creative Journey, and every now and then I'll interview somebody I consider a creative hero. And one of the people I interviewed said, creativity is this divine spark of God. I love that. I love my advertising folks here. Crazy, creative, innovative people. I love that we give our best every day, and tonight is the night that we honor creativity at its best. And so, after we finish this fabulous night and we go back to our jobs, I want you all to take that divine spark and give it back to the community. Volunteer every chance you get. Be your kid's scout leader or soccer coach. Take that divine spark and put it on your pro bono account that you're so passionate about. Give it to the beautiful wall you're going to paint for Baton Rouge walls to beautify a neighborhood. Give back that divine spark to our community. I really believe creativity can change the world, and the world really needs that divine spark. Thank you to my friends and my family who are here, to my Women's Hospital family who is here. I'm not surprised that Steve kept the secret, but the fact that Bridget did is really pretty remarkable. My baby girl is here from Chicago, and we watched the Oscars, and every time they thanked a parent or a mom, I would say, did you see that? Did you pay attention to that? So, to my baby girl, Jade Tongue, please know that you were the light of my life. And I could not be more proud of the woman that you've become. And to my sweetheart, Steve Davison, I guess we are now Mr. and Ms. Goldsby. To steal a line from Julia Child, you are the butter to my bread. And to all of you who I don't know, I'm sure by the end of the night, I'll be hugging your neck and telling you how much I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so honored.